Yes. It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So you know what today is.
What we're gonna do right here is go back. Way back. Back into time.
That's right, it is Throwback Thursday. And on this day I like to dig deep into the crates, go back to the days of yesteryear, and play you some classic R&B, hip-hop, soul, or urban music. Now, the last song that I'm going to play is what I alluded to in the previous video, and that is Jermaine Jackson. Of course, he was a member of the Jackson 5, and then he went solo on his own after the Jackson 5 left Motown. He went back to Motown, and then after he left Motown in 1984, he went to Arista Records, and this is his first album away from Motown, that this song, Do What You Do, is off of. Jermaine, I give him props because he married Berry Gordy's daughter and basically, you know, moved away from the rest of the family as far as musical wise. But when in 1984, probably even 83, you know, they were probably getting ready to do the Victory Tour, so they had to record certain songs on the album. And off of that album, there's like Torture, and there was also a song around that time called Tell Me I'm Not Dreaming that he did with Michael, and he also did backing vocals on Rockwell, Somebody's Watching Me, because Rockwell would be like a cousin or something like that. And so Jermaine was doing pretty good in the early to mid 80s. He was almost, he wasn't as big as Michael at the time. Michael blew up at that time frame. Actually, Michael started in the late 70s blowing up, and then, you know, everything else went strapped, you know, to the moon for Michael. But Jermaine wasn't doing so bad himself. And so then there was this song that came out in 1984, December of 1984. So basically it's hitting the charts in 1985. And speaking of the charts, let's take a look at what this song did. And Lamo, it went to number 1 in Belgium, number 12 in France, number 4 in the Netherlands, number Dutch top 40, number 4 in the single top 100 in the Netherlands, number 6 in the UK, number 13 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 1 on the Adult Contemporary Billboard, number 14 on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs, and number 40 in West Germany. Now, not too bad. This song is a ballad, a little slower song. The video, which I can't show because it blocks me from it, I'm going to show a performance of him singing it. But you'll also see that Jermaine isn't the dancers that the rest of the family are. He is, he's a singer. He had the deeper voice to Michael, but honestly, I won't say that Jermaine has as good a voice as Michael, but he can hold his own, and did for all those years when he was with his brothers and when he went solo. His voice added some credence to certain albums, and you knew, you know, hey, there's Jermaine, there's greasy-headed Jermaine. I only say that because Jermaine's just, I don't know, maybe he's trying to, you know, protect himself and make sure that, you know, his skin is never wrinkling or anything like that, because he definitely put some lotion or moisturizer, some oil on that face. So if you like videos like this and others on the channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm doing at least 15 videos each and every week. So without any further ado, here is Jermaine Jackson and Do What You Do.
And here we
go. Here's Jermaine Jackson. Thank you.
Crazy for you, you were crazy for me. How could something so right go so wrong, my love, sweet love? Why don't you say what you say when you say what you say anymore? Crazy for you, you were crazy for me. And how could something so right go so wrong, my love, sweet love? Tell me something that I didn't do. Why does someone else have to pull you through? Did they steal you away like a thief in the night? Love like this must take flight. Why don't they play what they played on the night you danced with me? Ooh, remember the one we made love to endlessly? I was crazy for you. You were crazy for me. And how could something so right go so wrong, my love, sweet Why don't you do what you do when you did what you did to me? Oh, do what you do when you did what you did to me. Oh, do what you do when you did what you did to me. Oh, do what you do when you did what you did to me.
I didn't realize I was going to know all the words to that song, but it is a different time where I actually listen to the lyrics. You know, when you're a young kid, and this is 1985, I believe, yeah, basically 1985, but it was released in December of 1984. You're a kid, and you're just a sponge. You're just soaking up everything. So yeah, here's the other thing that if you are just watching my channel for the first time, you might not know. 1984, I saw the Jacksons in the Victory Tour. So I saw Michael and Jermaine and the rest of the brothers on stage performing Michael's at his height, so he's doing all the songs from Thriller and from, you know, Off the Wall, and then he's doing the songs from the Victory Tour, which is like State of Shock, but the original State of Shock has Mick Jagger in it. So they're doing Tell Me I'm Not Dreaming, and they're doing Torture, and they're doing other songs off of that album, as well as, you know, old Jackson 5 songs, as well as the Jackson songs. Remember when they went, when Jermaine left, and they added in Randy, and they left Motown to go to Arista, they weren't able to keep the Jackson 5 name. And so that's why I went from the Jackson 5 to the Jacksons, which that as a family group, they stayed the Jacksons forever until this day. I was in Denver, Colorado. I had just moved back from the UK to the United States, and I ran into an exchange student at my school that we became friends, I guess because of, you know, I still had that European feel to me after living in England for 4 years, but she was kind of Russian, very beautiful. Her name is Kira, and she's like, hey, I got an extra ticket to go see the Jacksons. And I was like, yeah, I'll go. I guess it was because, you know, a lot of times when there's a foreign exchange student, they feel like an outsider. I think I've always had this way of making people feel comfortable with me because I don't treat them as any different. I actually go out of my way to try to learn a language so we can communicate. And I actually did that at a job that I had where there was a lot of Latinos working with me. And I remember actually one of them saying, like, how come you're the only one that goes out of your way to try to talk to us, and everybody else just says, like, here's a dish, you know, here's this, here's that. They don't bother to ask us anything. And I was like, I don't know, I'm just, you know, that's the way I was brought up. So yeah, that was a benefit of the way I was brought up, that she was like, hey, you want to go see the Jacksons? So what made it even better was that, you know, I had a lot of freedom. If you go back and watch 80s movies, you know, what people are, you know, The Goonies or, you know, Stand By Me, these kids really didn't have a lot of parents around them. And I'm not saying, you know, they were, you know, particularly bad parents, but I was able to go off and do things, you know, without my parents there, you know. So I went off, and I don't remember who the adult was. It definitely wasn't my parents, where we went off to Mile High Stadium, and I was sitting in a nosebleed seat there. But when I saw Michael Jackson's glove glistening, I lost it. I was like a 13-year-old girl, like, ah! You know, so yeah, I miss Michael as much as I miss Prince. I miss them both. When it comes to Jermaine, you know, he tried to do a reality TV show not too long ago, and it's like, you know, nobody cares about you, Jermaine. You know, nobody really cares about you. You were good in the late 70s, you know, and you had Let's Get Serious, and then you had this particular phase of your life. But after that, you know, no. Nobody really, you weren't doing anything, and nobody really cared. And I'm sorry to say that, but that's the truth. If you are still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace.